Hello students, let us discuss now coordinate geometry, a new chapter. Coordinate geometry you have also studied in 9th standard. Now we will just discuss what is coordinate geometry. Okay, it is a tool for uh, studying geometrical figures with the help of algebra and vice versa, you can say. Algebraic methods are applied to study geometry and geometrical methods are applied to study algebra and vice versa. So it is having a wide applications in the field of physics, engineering, navigation, etc., etc. Now what we said, using it has application to study algebra using geometry and geometry using algebra. What are the concepts involved, okay, and how they are used, algebra for geometry and geometry for algebra. Let us see now distance formula. Now what is distance between any two points in a plane, xy plane? So distance between any two points in a plane, for that purpose we have to consider, we have already said xy plane, then we have to draw x-axis and y-axis, so the Cartesian system. Okay, and suppose here I have drawn the figure. You can see coordinates of point P are x1 y1 and coordinates of point Q are x2 y2. Then the distance between these two points can be calculated, okay, algebraically using the formula PQ is equal to under root x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, or you can also write x1 minus pq is equal to under root x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is called distance formula, and this formula so is a algebraic method to find the distance between the two points. Now some of you must be thinking how this distance formula has been derived. For this purpose you can refer my video. The heading of the video is some derivatives or proofs, okay, where I have discussed the derivation of distance formula and some others and from other topics also. So you please refer my video, okay, based on derivation, some derivations and proofs. Okay, so hope you have understood this formula. Now directly I have written here formula. Now one thing, suppose you want to find the distance between the origin and up in any point in the plane, okay, so distance OP, suppose you consider points coordinates of P as x and y, then origin 0 comma 0, then the distance of a point px comma y from the origin is given by OP is equal to under root x square plus y square. How? Okay, if you consider here the coordinates of point P as x y, means here x2 y2, okay, so x2 is x and y2 is y, and x1 is 0 and y1 is 0, so coordinates of origin are 0 0, so 0 minus x and 0 minus y, so minus x whole square, so that is square of negative number, so x square plus y square. So hope you have understood this concept of distance formula. Students, we will see question number 1 of exercise 7.1. we have seen distance formula, so how to use that in finding the distance between the two points. So here it is given, find the distance between the following pairs of points. So see the solution. Okay, let P is equal to x1 comma y1, q 4 comma 1, x2 comma y2. Okay, so using distance formula, PQ is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is equal to, so what is x2? x2 is 4, so 4 minus 2 whole square, y2 is 1 minus 3 whole square, is equal to 4 minus 2, so 2 square, 1 minus 3 minus 2 square, so 2 square 4, and minus 2 square is also 4, so it is nothing but 4 how many times, so 4 is 2 times, so you can write 2 into 4, okay, so that is 2 root 2, so distance PQ is 2 root 2, okay. Similarly, let us see now one more example. Okay, see the second one. Second one is minus 5 comma 7, the points are, and minus 1 comma 3. Okay, see solution. Let A such that minus 5 comma 7, so this is x1 comma y1, okay, and B minus 1 comma 3 x2 comma y2. So using distance formula, okay, distance AB is equal to, now we have seen x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Instead of this we can also write as x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Let us use this one, okay. So x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, okay. So what is x1? X1 is minus 5 minus x2 is minus 1, so minus of minus 1, so here I will use big bracket, minus of minus 1 and its square plus 7 minus 3 whole square is equal to, so minus 5 minus into minus, so plus 1 whole square plus 7 minus 3, so 4 square. So minus 4 square plus 4 square, so minus 4 square is 16 and plus 4 is square is 16, so 16 how many times? 2 times, so I will write 2 into 16. Now what is square root of 16? 4, so it is 4 root 2, so distance AB is 4 root 2. Hope you have understood these two examples. Students, we will see now question number 3 of exercise 7.1. okay, so what is that? If the point determine if the points 1 comma 5, 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma minus 11 are collinear, okay. So let A be 1 comma 5, B 2 comma 3 and C minus 2 comma minus 11, okay. Now by using the distance formula, okay, by using the distance formula, distance between any two points is given by x2 minus x1 whole square under root, distance is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So now let us calculate AB. So distance AB is equal to, okay, so this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, so under root 2 minus 1 whole square plus 3 minus 5 whole square is equal to 1 square minus 2 square, so 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4, so square root of 5. So approximately after 1 point we can calculate up to after decimal 1 point, so square root of 5, okay, it will turn out you know how to calculate square root of 5, studied in 8th standard by long division method, okay. So it will come out to something 2.2, Okay, let us calculate BC. Okay, so BC is equal to, now for calculating distance BC, consider this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. So minus 2 minus 2 whole square plus minus 11 minus 3 whole square under root. Okay, so under root minus 4 square plus minus 14 square. Okay, so minus 4 square is 16 and 14 square is 196, and this is equal to 6 plus 6 12, 2 carry 1, so 212. So if you simplify, then 4 into 53, okay, and that is 2 root 53. Okay, so approximately, now you calculate square root of 53 up to 1 decimal place. Okay, so so what it is, 7 sevens are 49, 8 8s are 64, so 7 sevens are 49. Okay, so 13 minus 9 4. Okay, and here 7, so it is 14, so bring down this. Okay, then if here it is 2, if it is 3, then it will be 14 3s are 42 approximately, so more than 400, so you will take here 2 and here 2, so 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8 and 2 1s are 2. Okay, fine, so we are interested in up to 2 decimal places only. So the remaining part, of course it is a rough work, so it doesn't matter, we have to complete it. So it is approximately 7.2, and this is 2 2s are 4 and 2 7s are 14, so 14.4. now you find out, see AB BC, you can assume that B is between A and C, so we calculated AB BC. Now you calculate AC. Okay, so distance AC, for distance AC, under root x1 y1 and x2 y2. So you consider this minus 2 minus 1 whole square plus minus 11 minus 5 whole square, so this will be minus 3 whole square plus minus 16 whole square. Okay, so minus 3 square is 9 and 16 square minus 16 square is 256. Okay, so this will be 9 plus 6 15 carry 1 so it is 5 plus 1 4. Okay, so 5 plus 1 6, so 265 not 4. Okay, so approximately, so you calculate square root of 265 up to, of course, 1 decimal place. Okay, so it is 165, 1 here 2, then what it will take, 26 6 156, so it is 9, here point, here 6, so it is 32. You will take 3, then it will be more than 900, so you take 2 here and take here 2. If here take, yes, 2 only. Okay, so it will be 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. The remaining part is not important for us, it is our target is not that. Okay, so this is our rough part. Okay, so it is approximately 16.2. now here you can observe AB is 2.2, BC is 14.4 and AC is 16.2. here AB plus BC, okay, AB plus BC is equal to 2.2 plus 14.4, so it is 16.6, and AC is 16.2, so AB plus BC is not equal to AC, so therefore ABC are not collinear. Therefore the given points Therefore, the given points are not collinear, or you can write non-collinear. They are non-collinear. Hope you have understood this. This is our rough part. It is not necessary to show in exam. Okay, as you are in class 10. Let us discuss now question number 4 of exercise 7.1. Check whether the given points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So we have considered this as A, this as B, and this as C. Now using the distance formula, distance is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. See, for it should be, are they vertices of an isosceles triangle? So for your reference, this is a rough figure. Okay, I am drawing. It is not compulsory to show. Okay, so if either you are getting AB is equal to AC, then it is an isosceles triangle, or AB is equal to BC, or AC is equal to BC. Any two sides are equal, then the given points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle, otherwise not. So let us find distance AB now. Okay, so AB is equal to, okay, for that purpose, this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, y2. So 6 minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus 2 whole square. So this will be 6 minus 5, so 1 square, and 4 minus into minus, so plus 2 whole square. So this is 1 square is 1, 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 square. Okay, so 1 plus 36, so under root 37. Okay, now no need to find up to 1 decimal place. Now you will ask why. In question number 3 we have calculated up to 1 decimal places, because here if any two sides you are getting under root 37, your target is achieved. Okay, so no need to calculate up to decimal places. Okay, in that case we have to show, in question number 3 we have to prove that they are collinear. Okay, so the distance and the length, okay, AB, BC and AC, that should match. For that purpose we have calculated up to 1 decimal place. Okay, fine. So let us calculate now BC. Okay, let us calculate BC. So BC is equal to under root, okay, 7 minus 6 whole square plus plus minus 2 minus 4 whole square. So this is 7 minus 6 is 1 square and minus 6 whole square. Okay, so what you are going to get, 1 square is 1 and minus 6 square is 36. So here you are getting 37. So there is no need to calculate now AC here. Okay, because here you got it. Here AB is equal to BC is equal to root 37. So the given points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Okay, suppose here you are getting other than root 37, then you have to calculate AC and check AC is coming root 37. If AB and AC is root 37, then also the given points forms an isosceles triangle. So here no need to calculate AC, because AB we got root 37 and the very next step BC also we got root 37. Hope you have understood this question. Let us discuss now question number 6. Okay, in question number 6 there are 3 sub questions. We will discuss one. What is that? Question 6 first. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reasons for your answer. So these are the points. So we will write here. Okay, let A minus 1 comma minus 2. Okay, then B 1 comma 0, C minus 1 comma 2, and D minus 3 comma 0. Now quadrilateral, so we will draw one rough figure, okay, for our understanding, okay, and generally this is our rough figure. You can call this as ABCD, okay. Yes, now you calculate AB, find AB. So using the distance formula, okay, so distance is given by, distance between any two points is given by formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus under root y2 minus y1 whole square, okay. So distance is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Let us find now AB, okay. So AB is equal to, so AB I will write 1 minus minus 1 whole square plus 0 plus 0 minus minus 2 whole square, okay. Let us calculate this. So 1 plus 1 whole square, 0 plus 2 whole square, so 1 plus 1, so that is 2 square, and 0 plus 2, so 2 square, so this is nothing but 4, and this is also 4, so 4 is 2 times, so it is 2 root 2. You call this result number 1. Similarly you calculate BC, okay. Now BC is equal to, so BC is equal to under root BC. So this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2, so minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 0 whole square, so this is equal to, calculate, so minus 2 square and 2 minus 0 is 2, so minus 2 square is plus 4 and 2 square, so it is again same as, so 2 root 2. You call this result number 2. Now calculate CD, okay, calculate CD. So CD, so minus 3 minus minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 2, 0 minus 2 whole square, so this is equal to minus 3 plus 1, okay, whole square plus minus 2 whole square, so minus 3 plus 1, so minus 2 whole square plus minus 2 whole square, so square of negative number is positive, so again same, so it is nothing but 2 root 2. You can call this result number 3. Then you find out DA or AD, whatever you want, okay. DA, better we are going in a clockwise manner, calculate that way only. So DA, so DA minus 3 minus minus 1 whole square and 0 minus minus 2 whole square, so is equal to minus 3 plus 1 whole square, 0 plus 2 whole square is equal to minus 3 plus 1, so minus 2 square, so it is 2 square, so 4 plus 4, and that is 2 root 2. Call it as result number 4. So from 1, 2 and 4, so what you are getting, so from 1, 2, 3 and 4 we get AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. You call this result number 5. So we have found the distance between the two vertices, that is the side. So length of side AB, length of side BC we calculated, and here it turns out to be same. Now think about diagonals. Now you will ask, all the sides are equal, then you will say it is a square or it is a rhombus. So confirm we want whether it is a square or rhombus. So that will be decided by calculating the length of diagonals. Okay, so now calculate AC. Okay, so AC is equal to, so A and C. Okay, so x1 y1 x2 y2. So see here, minus 1 minus minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus minus 2 whole square. Okay, so minus plus whole square plus 2 plus 2 whole square. So this is equal to 0 square plus 4 square. Okay, and this is nothing but 16. You call this result number 6. Now you calculate BD. Okay, BD is equal to, so BD so minus 3 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 0. So minus 4 whole square plus 0 square. So it is nothing but root 16. You call this 7. Result number 7. So from 6 and 7 we get the diagonals are equal. AC is equal to BD. You call this result number 8. So from result number 5 and 8, so all sides are equal and all the diagonals are equal. Now you can see, if all sides are equal, then you are confused, you can call it as a rhombus or square. So we want confirm. So the length of the diagonals are equal here, it means it is a square. So from result number 5 and result number 8, so we can confirm. So from 5 and 8 we can say that the quadrilateral form is a square, or we can say that points form given, we can say that given points form a square. So it is confirmed now, it is a square. So hope you have understood this question number 6, one sub question. Remaining 2 sub questions I am leaving it for you for practice. Let us discuss now question number 7 of exercise 7.1. Find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from the point 2 comma minus 5 and minus 2 comma 9. Okay, I have drawn here diagram. I have taken point P and we have to consider this point P. It is on x-axis as it is given in the data. So its y coordinate is 0, so x comma 0, and these 2 points I have named it as A and this as B. Okay, it is not this way. If you will actually draw the graph, then you will notice that this point is in the second quadrant, is in the fourth quadrant, and this is in the second quadrant. So the graph will be like this something. Okay, actually, but this is for, as per our the data, it is given that it is equidistant from this and this. So diagram is not necessary to draw in exam. Okay, let A 2 comma minus 5, this is x1 comma y1, B, okay, minus 2 comma 9 is equal to x2 comma y2, and point P x comma 0 is on the x-axis, Now it is given that it is equidistant. So from the data, or if you will draw the figure, you can write from figure. Okay, AP is equal to BP. Okay, AP is equal to BP. Then what is this? Distance you have to find. So how will you find? So that is by using the distance formula. So what is this distance formula? Okay, so you can it will be under root what? Under root x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 5 whole square is equal to, okay, BP minus 2, okay, minus 2 minus x whole square plus 9 minus 0 whole square. Okay, so if you will square this, okay, square, then this radical sign, square root sign, radical sign will vanish. So we will write directly, okay, so x minus 2. So if you will squaring on both sides, so radical sign will vanish. So x minus 2 and this is 0 plus 5 whole square is equal to minus 2 minus x whole square plus 9 square. Okay, so let us come this side and write x minus 2 whole square. So x square minus 4x plus 4 plus 5 square is equal to, now square of this, so minus 2 square, okay, minus, so this will become minus 2 into minus 2 into x plus x square plus 9 square. Okay, so therefore x square minus 4x plus 4 5 square is 25, minus 2 square is plus 4 minus into minus plus 4x plus x square plus 81. So x square on both the sides, so vanishes. So now minus 4x, take 4x this side, so this will become minus 4x 81, and this 4 plus 81 or 81 plus 4, okay, minus 4, okay, this plus 4 will come minus 4, 25 will come this side, so minus 25. So this is what, minus 8x plus 4 minus 4 cancel, we can cancel here also, so 81 minus 25, therefore minus 8x is equal to 11 minus 5 6 carry 1, so 8 minus 3 is 5, so therefore x is equal to 56 upon minus 8, so x is equal to 8 sevens are, x is equal to minus 7. So find the point on x-axis which is equidistant, therefore required point on x-axis is minus 7 comma 0. This is your answer. Hope you have understood this question number 7. Let us discuss question number 8 of exercise 7.1. Find the values of y for which the distance between the points P 2, minus 3 and Q 10, y is 10 units. So see solution. Okay, PQ is equal to 10 units. This is given to us. Okay, now by using the distance formula, PQ is equal to under root x2 minus x1, so 10 minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. So PQ is equal to under root x square plus y plus 3 whole square. Now we want to remove this square root sign or radical sign, so squaring both the sides. So PQ square is equal to 8 square plus y plus 3 whole square. So therefore PQ square is equal to 8 square is 64, y square plus 6y plus 9. What is value of PQ? PQ is 10. Put it here, 10. So 10 square is equal to y square plus 6y plus 64 plus 9. So 100 is equal to y square plus 6y, 9 plus 4, 3, 73. Okay, so therefore y square plus 6y plus 73 minus 100 is equal to 0. So therefore y square plus 6y minus 27 is equal to 0. So find two numbers whose product is minus 27 and sum is 6. So 9 3s are plus. So y square plus 9y minus 3y minus 27 is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore okay, so therefore values, find the values of y. So the required values of y are, the required values of y is minus 9,3 and 3. Okay, hope you have understood this question number 8. Let us see question number 10. Find the relation between x and y such that a point x comma y is equidistant from the point 3 6 and minus 3 4. Here is a diagram I have drawn this way. P is equidistant from A and B. This I have considered it as A and this as B. Okay, so diagram is not necessary. Okay, if we'll draw, it's well and good. So solution I will write, let A 3 6, B minus 3 4 and point P x y is equidistant from A and B. Therefore PA is equal to PA is equal to BP. Okay, so question number 7 we have seen, we have taken under root. Here we will square it. So therefore PA square is also a square is equal to square BP square. So therefore using the distance formula, so x minus 3, so it is nothing but distance formula only radical sign, square root sign is not there because we have taken here square. So x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equal to minus 3 minus x whole square plus 4 minus y whole square. Okay, so therefore x square minus 6x plus 9 plus y square minus 12y plus 36 is equal to minus 3 square is 9 minus 2ab. So a is minus 3, so and this is x, so this will become plus 6x plus x square plus 16 minus 8y plus y square. So x square cancels, y square cancels. So what remains is minus 6x plus 9 minus 12y plus 36 is equal to 9 plus 16 plus 6x plus 16 minus 8y. Okay, so simplify. So minus 6x minus 12y. Now 9 plus 36, so that is 45, is equal to 9, okay, plus 16 plus 6x minus 8y. So therefore minus 6x minus 12y plus 45 is equal to 6x minus 8y plus 25. So therefore take 6x this side, so minus 6x minus 6x minus 12y plus 8y, okay, plus 45 minus 25 is equal to 0. So minus 12x minus 4y plus 20, so dividing by 4, so this will become minus 3x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0. So change this first sign, so all terms will change, signs will change. 3x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0, or you can write 3x plus y is equal to 5. Okay, both are correct. So this is a required relation. Hope you have understood this question.